Welcome back to Rare Coins Collections, Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today, we're uncovering the story behind a coin that might not seem like a huge deal at first, but trust me, it could be a real gem in your collection. We're talking about the 1990 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark. This little dime, which is only worth 10 cents in its regular state, could actually be hiding a treasure worth far more than you might expect. Stick around to the end, because the value of this dime will truly surprise you. Let's first take a moment to talk about the history of the Roosevelt dime. The coin was first minted in 1946, shortly after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who had been a towering figure in American politics. Roosevelt's image was chosen for the dime as a tribute to his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. His portrait, designed by artist John R. Sinek, has been featured on the obverse of the dime ever since. On the reverse, you'll find a simple design featuring a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. The Roosevelt dime quickly became a beloved piece of American currency and continues to be produced today, but what makes the 1990 Roosevelt dime special, especially the version with the P mint mark? To understand its value, let's dive into a few details that might surprise you. The 1990 issue is part of a long line of dimes that were produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which is indicated by the P mint mark. Philadelphia is one of the oldest and most prestigious U.S. mint locations, and coins minted there often have a certain appeal among collectors. However, the 1990 Roosevelt dime isn't particularly rare by itself, so why is it worth so much more than its face value? The key to this coin's value lies in its condition and potential for certain rare minting errors. The vast majority of 1990 Roosevelt dimes that you'll find are in well-worn, circulated condition. After all, dimes are commonly used in everyday transactions, so most of the coins from this year have likely seen a lot of action and may have scratches, scuffs, or other signs of wear. While these coins are still valuable to some collectors, they won't fetch anywhere near as much as a pristine example, but, as with any coin, condition is everything. A 1990 Roosevelt dime that has been preserved in near-perfect, uncirculated condition can be worth far more than its face value. In fact, the rarity of finding such a coin is part of what makes it so valuable. Coins that have been carefully stored away, free from damage or tarnish, can be graded much higher and are worth a premium in the collector's market. The key to evaluating these coins lies in a process called coin grading, which determines the coin's quality based on various factors, including sharpness of the design, absence of blemishes, and overall appearance. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. For example, a 1990 Roosevelt dime that is graded as MS 65 or higher, mint state, with a grade of 65 out of 70, would be considered to be in excellent condition, making it much more valuable than a typical dime you might find in circulation. And if you happen to stumble upon a 1990 Roosevelt dime that's been graded at MS 70, a perfect, flawless specimen, you could be holding on to something very special, but there's more to this coin's value than just its condition. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is finding a coin with a minting error, and this is where the 1990 Roosevelt dime truly shines. Minting errors can occur during the production process and can lead to fascinating and unique coins that are highly sought after by collectors. For example, coins with double dies, where the design is unintentionally duplicated, or coins with off-center strikes, where the image isn't properly aligned, can all have increased value. These errors, while rare, can make a seemingly ordinary coin extremely valuable. A 1990 Roosevelt dime with a minting error might be worth far more than a typical, well-preserved example. Collectors are always on the lookout for such coins, and the rarer the error, the higher the price it can command. If you happen to have a 1990 Roosevelt dime with a minting error, it could be worth a lot more than you think. Now, let's get to the real question: how much is the 1990 Roosevelt dime worth? Well, as we've discussed, the coin in average, circulated condition is worth only about 10 cents, its face value. But if you find one that's been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, or if you discover one with a rare minting error, you could be looking at a significantly higher price, and here's the exciting part. A 1990 Roosevelt dime in excellent condition or with a rare minting error could fetch an astonishing $37,000. Yes, that's right, $37,000. A single dime worth just 10 cents in everyday transactions could end up being worth a small fortune if you find the right one. Imagine stumbling upon this in your coin collection or finding it at a coin shop, not realizing its true value. So, what should you be looking for? If you have a 1990 Roosevelt dime or happen to come across one, pay close attention to its condition. Look for sharp, crisp details and minimal signs of wear. A coin that's been kept in pristine condition is always more valuable than one that has been circulated and damaged. And don't forget to check for any unusual characteristics or minting errors that could make your dime stand out. If you think you've found something special, consider getting it graded by a professional coin grading service. A high-grade coin with a minting error could be worth far more than you ever imagined. In conclusion, the 1990 Roosevelt dime may seem like a simple and common coin, but if you find it in top condition or with a rare minting error, it could be worth a considerable amount of money. The world of coin collecting is filled with hidden treasures, and you never know which coin might turn out to be worth thousands of dollars. Whether you've got a box of old coins or are just getting into collecting, this little dime could be your ticket to something amazing. Today, we've got an interesting topic to discuss, a coin you might not give a second glance, but it could be worth a small fortune. We're diving into the world of the 1994 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark. Yes, a dime, one of the smallest denominations in U.S. currency, but don't let its size fool you. There's more to this little coin than meets the eye. Now, before we get into how this dime could be worth thousands of dollars, let's take a quick trip back in time to understand the history behind the Roosevelt dime. This coin was first minted in 1946, right after the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. His leadership during the Great Depression and World War II had a lasting impact on the United States, and the dime was minted as a tribute to his legacy. The coin features a portrait of Roosevelt on the obverse, designed by artist John R. Sinek, while the reverse showcases a simple but powerful design featuring a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbolizing peace, unity, and strength. The Roosevelt dime has been in continuous production since then, and it's one of the most recognizable coins in U.S. circulation. However, by the early 1990s, the coin had become less commonly used in day-to-day transactions. The 1994 Roosevelt dime, in particular, might have seemed like just another ordinary coin. But let me tell you, it holds a bit of a secret. It could actually be worth far more than its face value if you find the right one. The 1994 Roosevelt dime, minted in Philadelphia, features the P mint mark. Now, you might be thinking, what makes this coin stand out from all the other dimes? While the coin itself isn't rare by production standards, millions were minted in 1994. What makes this particular year interesting is its scarcity in certain conditions. When it comes to coin collecting, one of the most crucial factors that determines a coin's value is its condition. The 1994 Roosevelt dime was widely circulated, meaning that most of the dimes from this year have seen their fair share of use, with visible wear and scratches. However, here's where things get interesting. The value of this dime increases dramatically if it is in uncirculated or near-perfect condition. Coins that have been kept in pristine condition, free from wear and discoloration, are much more valuable than their circulated counterparts. Think of it this way: when a coin is uncirculated, it hasn't been handled, which means it still retains its sharp details and glossy finish. This is what collectors are after. A 1994 Roosevelt dime that is in uncirculated condition could command a much higher price in the collector's market, but that's not all. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the possibility of finding a coin with a minting error. These errors are rare and make a coin highly desirable because they create a unique piece that stands out from the standard issue. For example, you might find a 1994 Roosevelt dime with a double die, where the design is unintentionally duplicated, or perhaps one with an off-center strike, where the coin's image is misaligned. Minting errors like these can significantly increase the value of a coin. Now, you might be wondering, how much could this 1994 Roosevelt dime really be worth? It's a good question, and the answer might surprise you. While the standard value of the 1994 Roosevelt dime is just 10 cents, the value of the coin skyrockets if you have one in pristine, uncirculated condition or with a rare minting error. A high-grade 1994 Roosevelt dime could be worth thousands of dollars. In fact, if you're lucky enough to find a 1994 Roosevelt dime that has been preserved in excellent condition or one with a rare minting error, it could be worth an impressive $34,000. Yes, that's right, $34,000. A dime that was initially worth just 10 cents could turn out to be a collector's dream and fetch an astonishing price. This just goes to show how valuable certain coins can be, even if they seem common at first. So, if you have a 1994 Roosevelt dime or happen to come across one, it's worth taking a closer look. Check the condition of the coin carefully. If it's free from scratches, wear, and discoloration, it could be a valuable find. And don't forget to look for any minting errors. Even the smallest mistake during the minting process can turn an ordinary coin into a rare treasure. When it comes to determining the value of any coin, professional grading plays a huge role. Coin graders assess the coin's condition on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect. If your 1994 Roosevelt dime earns a grade of MS 65 or higher, you're looking at a coin that could be worth a significant amount of money. If you suspect your coin might have an error or you think it's in pristine condition, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. Coin grading can provide a clearer picture of how much your coin could be worth in today's market. In conclusion, while the 1994 Roosevelt dime might seem like just another dime at first, it can be a hidden treasure if you find one in the right condition. Whether it's a high-grade, uncirculated coin or one with a rare minting error, this small coin has the potential to be worth thousands of dollars. So, if you're a coin collector or even just someone who's casually looking through your change, take a second look at those dimes. You might be holding onto something much more valuable than you realized. Today, we have something truly special for you, a coin that, at first glance, might seem like just another dime, but could actually be worth a small fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1983 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark. It's a coin that many overlook, but it could be hiding some serious value, and we're here to explain why. The Roosevelt dime has been a staple of U.S. currency since it was first minted in 1946, right after the passing of President Franklin D. Roosevelt. This coin was designed to honor the legacy of the 32nd president, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. The coin's obverse features a portrait of Roosevelt, created by artist John R. Sinek, while the reverse shows a simple but powerful design, a torch flanked by an olive branch and an oak branch. These symbols represent peace, unity, and strength, values that Roosevelt himself stood for. Now, let's take a closer look at the 1983 Roosevelt dime. Minted in Denver, this version carries the D mint mark, which indicates it was produced at the Denver Mint. The 1983 dimes were widely circulated and used in everyday transactions, and because they were mass-produced, they're not particularly rare on their own. But don't be fooled. There's much more to this coin than meets the eye, and if you're lucky enough to find one in excellent condition, you could be holding on to a treasure worth thousands of dollars. Most of the 1983 dimes you'll find today have been through years of circulation. That means they've likely seen their fair share of wear and tear. They've been passed through countless hands, traveled in pockets, and probably even spent time in vending machines or banks. Over time, this kind of use can cause damage to the coin's design, making it harder to find one that's in pristine condition. And as you probably know, the condition of a coin is one of the biggest factors that determine its value in the world of numismatics. So, while most 1983 dimes are still worth just 10 cents, a coin in uncirculated or near-perfect condition can be worth much more. Why does the condition matter so much? Well, the answer lies in how coin collectors value coins. Coins that have been carefully preserved, free from scratches, discoloration, or other signs of damage, are always more valuable than those that have been used extensively. The higher the grade of the coin, the more money it can fetch. A coin in uncirculated condition is often graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being the highest and most perfect grade possible. So, if you happen to have a 1983 Roosevelt dime that's been kept in great condition, it could be worth much more than its face value. But here's where things get really exciting: minting errors. Minting errors are rare and occur during the production process, making those coins especially valuable to collectors. If you're lucky enough to find a 1983 Roosevelt dime with a minting error, you could be holding onto something that is worth a lot more than just 10 cents. Errors can range from slight design misalignments to more noticeable mistakes like double dies, where the coin's design is unintentionally duplicated, or off-center strikes, where the coin's image is not perfectly centered. These types of errors can make a coin much more desirable to collectors, as they are unique and cannot be reproduced. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins with these types of errors, and the rarer the error, the higher the price it can command. A 1983 Roosevelt dime with a significant minting error could fetch far more than the standard issue, making it a potentially lucrative find. So, how much is the 1983 Roosevelt dime really worth? While a typical, circulated 1983 dime is worth just 10 cents, if you find one in excellent condition or with a rare minting error, the value can rise dramatically. In fact, if you have a 1983 Roosevelt dime that has been well preserved or that has a unique minting error, you could be looking at an astonishing value. The 1983 Roosevelt dime in uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, can be worth as much as $44,000. Yes, you heard that right, $44,000. Imagine finding a dime that was originally worth just 10 cents and turning it into a collector's treasure worth tens of thousands of dollars. That's the kind of discovery that makes coin hunting so exciting. Of course, determining the exact value of a coin depends on several factors, including its grade and any potential minting errors. Professional coin grading services can help you assess your coin's condition and determine its true value. If you think you found something special, getting it professionally graded is a great idea. A high-grade 1983 Roosevelt dime, particularly one with a minting error, could easily fetch a price far beyond its face value. So, next time you come across a 1983 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to inspect it closely. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration that might affect its value. And don't forget to check for any minting errors. Those small mistakes could turn your dime into a rare and valuable coin. Coin collecting is an exciting journey, and sometimes the most surprising finds can lead to incredible rewards. Whether you're just starting out or you're an experienced collector, there's always something new to learn and discover in the world of numismatics. The 1983 Roosevelt dime is a perfect example of how something that seems ordinary at first glance can turn out to be worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Today, we have something truly fascinating to dive into, a coin that might seem common but has the potential to be worth a lot more than you might expect. Yes, we're talking about the 1981 Roosevelt dime with the D mint mark, and trust me, you're going to want to stick around to find out just how valuable this seemingly ordinary dime could be. The Roosevelt dime, first minted in 1946, is a tribute to President Franklin D. Roosevelt, who led the country through some of the most challenging times in U.S. history, including the Great Depression and World War II. The coin was designed by artist John R. Sinek, and it's become one of the most recognized and beloved coins in U.S. currency. The obverse features Roosevelt's profile, while the reverse displays a classic design featuring a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of peace, unity, and strength. Now, you may be wondering, what makes the 1981 Roosevelt dime so special? After all, it's just a regular dime, right? Well, here's the thing. While the 1981 dime might appear to be just another coin that was widely circulated, it has some unique characteristics that can make it worth a whole lot more than you might think, especially if you have one in exceptional condition. The D mint mark indicates that this coin was produced at the Denver Mint, and it was part of a series of dimes that were struck in 1981. The standard 1981 Roosevelt dimes were made in large quantities, but the true value of a coin depends on its condition. Most of the dimes from this year were used in daily transactions and have seen quite a bit of wear over the years. So, finding one in excellent, uncirculated condition is relatively rare. And that's where the real value lies. You might be asking, what exactly makes a coin uncirculated or in excellent condition? Uncirculated coins are those that have not been used in commerce and are free from wear or damage. Their designs are sharp, and the surfaces are still in pristine condition. A coin in such condition can be incredibly valuable to collectors. For example, if you were to find a 1981 Roosevelt dime in mint state, a coin that has never been circulated, its value could skyrocket. Why does this matter? Because collectors are constantly on the lookout for coins that are in the best possible condition. They're after coins that haven't been worn down by years of handling, coins that retain their original luster and sharp detail. In fact, a 1981 Roosevelt dime that is in uncirculated or near perfect condition can be worth much more than its face value, which is just 10 cents, but here's where it gets even more interesting. What if this 1981 dime had a minting error? Minting errors are a big deal in the world of coin collecting. These errors happen when something goes wrong during the minting process, resulting in a unique and often valuable coin. Errors can range from something subtle, like a small double die or a slight misalignment, to more significant mistakes, like an off-center strike or a complete design misprint. Collectors absolutely love coins with minting errors because they are rare and one of a kind. In fact, a 1981 Roosevelt dime with a minting error could be worth far more than a perfectly struck coin. If you happen to find one of these error coins, it could increase the value of your dime exponentially. Errors make coins even more desirable, which makes them highly sought after in the marketplace. So, how much could a 1981 Roosevelt dime really be worth? Well, as you might expect, the value depends heavily on its condition and any potential minting errors. In typical circulation, the 1981 Roosevelt dime is worth only 10 cents. However, if you find one that's been preserved in an uncirculated condition, or even better, one with a rare minting error, the value can increase dramatically. In fact, a 1981 Roosevelt dime in exceptional condition, or one with an error, could be worth as much as $40,000. That's right, $40,000. It's incredible to think that a coin that originally only cost 10 cents could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. But that's the magic of coin collecting. It's all about discovering those rare pieces that have slipped through the cracks of history. And when it comes to the 1981 Roosevelt dime, you just might have a hidden gem in your hands. So, the next time you come across a 1981 Roosevelt dime, take a moment to inspect it closely. Check the condition. Is it in mint state? Does it have any noticeable imperfections or signs of wear? Look for any possible minting errors, those tiny flaws that could turn your dime into a collector's dream. If you're unsure about the condition of your coin or if you think you might have an error coin, it's always a good idea to get it professionally graded. Professional coin grading can help determine its true value, and it can be the key to unlocking a much higher price on the market. If you're new to coin collecting or just getting started, the 1981 Roosevelt dime is a great example of how even the most seemingly ordinary coins can hold incredible value. Coin collecting is a thrilling journey filled with surprises, and sometimes the best treasures are the ones you least expect to find. With a little knowledge, some patience, and a keen eye, you never know, you might just discover a rare coin that turns out to be worth a small fortune. That wraps up today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about the 1981 Roosevelt dime and its potential value. Remember, always take the time to check your coins carefully. Today, we're diving into a coin that many overlook, the 1999 Roosevelt dime with the P mint mark. You may think, it's just another dime, but trust me, this coin could be hiding something truly special, and by the end of this video, you'll understand why it could be worth a small fortune. The Roosevelt dime, which has been in circulation since 1946, is a staple in U.S. coinage. It was designed to honor Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who passed away in 1945. Roosevelt is remembered for his leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. The coin's design is simple but iconic. On the obverse, we have a portrait of President Roosevelt, created by John R. Sinek. The reverse features a classic design with a torch, olive branch, and oak branch, symbols of liberty, peace, and strength. The 1999 Roosevelt Dime, minted in Philadelphia with the P Mint mark, was part of a series that continued the tradition of the coin's design. While it might seem like just another dime that was produced in large quantities, this particular coin holds a lot more potential than meets the eye. Many of the 1999 dimes, like most circulating coins, have been through years of everyday use. They've been passed through vending machines, tossed into coin jars, and spent at stores. So, finding one in near mint or uncirculated condition is quite rare, and that's where its real value lies. You see, the key to understanding the true worth of any coin is its condition. A coin that's been circulated and shows signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration will have little value beyond its face value, 10 cents. But when you find a coin in pristine or uncirculated condition, the story changes. Coins that are well preserved and free from any significant damage are always more valuable in the eyes of collectors. This is where the 1999 Roosevelt dime really starts to shine. When it comes to coin grading, professionals look at several factors to determine a coin's worth. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin can be. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin that shows no signs of wear or blemishes. A 1999 Roosevelt dime that is graded in uncirculated condition or close to perfect can fetch significantly higher prices than a coin that's been worn down over time. And the good news for you, as a collector, is that the 1,999 dimes in uncirculated condition are out there. You just need to know how to spot them. However, here's where things get really interesting. In addition to its condition, the presence of minting errors can drastically increase the value of a coin. Minting errors happen when something goes wrong during the production process, resulting in a coin that is unique or unusual in some way. These errors can range from something subtle, like a double die or slight misalignment, to more noticeable mistakes like an off-center strike or a blank planchet, a coin that was never properly struck. Collectors love error coins because they are rare, and rarity is key in numismatics. The beauty of a minting error coin is that it's a one-of-a-kind piece. If you're lucky enough to find a 1999 Roosevelt dime with a minting error, you could be holding onto a truly valuable and unique coin. These error coins are highly sought after by collectors, and the rarer the error, the higher the price. So, how much could your 1999 Roosevelt dime actually be worth? The answer depends on a few factors, including its condition, any potential minting errors, and the current market demand for rare coins. While most 1999 dimes are worth just their face value of 10 cents, coins that are in uncirculated or excellent condition can fetch much higher prices. And if you happen to find a 1999 Roosevelt dime with a minting error, you could be sitting on a very valuable coin. As we've mentioned, the 1999 Roosevelt dime could be worth as much as $30,000. That's right, $30,000. A dime that was originally worth just 10 cents could now be worth tens of thousands of dollars if it meets the right conditions. Imagine finding a coin that's been sitting in your collection or in a drawer for years, only to discover that it's worth a small fortune. If you're a collector, you're probably already familiar with the excitement of hunting for rare coins. But even if you're just starting out, the 1999 Roosevelt dime serves as a perfect example of how valuable coins can be hiding in plain sight. Sometimes, it's not the most famous or well-known coins that are worth the most, it's the ones that slip through the cracks, the ones that aren't as widely recognized, that can turn out to be the real treasures. As always, if you think you found a coin that might be worth more than its face value, it's a good idea to have it professionally graded. A reputable coin grading service will help determine the coin's grade, and that will give you a clearer idea of its true market value. After all, the value of a coin can vary significantly depending on its grade, so getting an expert opinion is always a smart move. Coin collecting is an exciting and rewarding hobby, and the 1999 Roosevelt dime is a prime example of how even the most unassuming coins can hold incredible value. Whether you're an experienced collector or just getting started, always keep your eyes peeled for hidden gems like this one. You never know what kind of treasure might be waiting for you in your pocket, your collection, or even in that old coin jar sitting in your attic. So, that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning about the 1999 Roosevelt dime and the potential value it can hold. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a future coin discovery. Who knows? Maybe you've got a rare dime sitting in your collection right now that's worth a lot more than you ever imagined. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting.